Over the decades, Nintendo has built a large library of games and franchises across many different formats and many different systems. However, one franchise that stands out to a lot of people is The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda is obviously second fiddle to only Mario when it comes to popularity of Nintendo franchises, and arguably Pokemon as well. But Pokemon was a different story due to joint ownership. But Zelda is the second place when it comes to Nintendo-owned IPs. Now, I do feel that a lot of people who like Zelda as well may not have even played the original game, and that is largely because the game is an NES game. Now, people will argue, but Super Mario Bros. That is true. That is a fair argument. However, The Legend of Zelda on the NES has aged very badly in comparison to what Mario has aged with, because the graphics-wise, it's dated. It's very dated graphics-wise. Unlike games like Super Mario Bros. 3, which, looks a little bit more modern with a 16-bit sort of style. Yeah, the original Legend of Zelda just doesn't look it. And with Link having like yellow skin and that in the game, he just doesn't look right. But then you also got to factor in, we're now in the internet age, right? And in the internet age, we have seen all these guides and tutorials and walkthroughs of all these games, which makes discovering the mysteries of the original Legend of Zelda really just, well, it's obvious. We all know where they are, And many game developers now will market that. Will market, obviously, the fact that there's going to be YouTubers and Twitch streamers and TikTokers who are going to unveil all the secrets or do live streams or play through the game. And that markets games greatly. But for games like The Legend of Zelda, which the whole theme of it back when it came out was discovery, it largely kind of ruins the experience for a lot of people, because now you can just go online, find on obviously any guide for the game, any level, and it's just there and it tells you everything that's going to happen and what you got to do. Now, I do admit that is good for people who are new to the game and new to like trying to learn about like where the mysteries are and trying to find stuff. But it also kind of takes away part of the experience of Zelda and the original Zelda game. And I do feel like a way they could deal with this is to actually update the game and make a remake of it. Because the top-down section of the game is fine, and I reckon they could probably do a sort of like a HD remake like they did with Link's Awakening, or like basically build off the game like they did in Echoes of Wisdom. But also the side-scrolling segments where you're basically walking through levels and battling monsters, I kind of feel like they could have made that would be a lot more fun to do. In a modern with modern graphics, modern details, and just it'd be kind of cool to see how they would redesign the characters. Like, we already know what the Link sprite would look like, because obviously they already have a redesign of Link for these sort of games. But whether or not they actually does it is just a question, and I kind of feel like they kind of need to do it, because many people who love Zelda probably haven't played the original Zelda, and if they have, they probably don't remember it. It's not that memorable compared to more recent outings. So maybe doing a remake of the original game like they did with Super Mario RPG could actually really benefit Nintendo in the long run to reintroduce people to the Legend of Zelda series and the original game that started it all. And obviously, if it does well, maybe they do the second game and go from there. Now, like I said, this is not confirmed. This is just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, guys. I know obviously it's a bit awkward conversation, but do you guys think that the original Legend of Zelda should be remade with modern graphics and, modern controls and stuff, and, put out on Switch too? Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. I've been EC and I'm signing out. Peace.